Hello students, welcome to a lesson through the virtual training center of the Brihan Mumbai Mahanagar Palika. My name is Shraddha teacher, and in this lockdown period, since we are not able to go to school children, we will be doing many lessons here online through the virtual class. So come on, let's proceed to our lesson for today.
Today we are meeting here for a lesson in EVS. As we all know, our schools are closed, right? But we are going to continue teaching you. Okay, you will not be able to go to school, but we will keep learning by watching these beautiful videos and nice pictures. Alright, so today we will be doing a lesson in EVS. Now in EVS, you learn about the environment. EVS means environmental studies. So, what is the environment, children? It is a big word, but what is the meaning of environment? Everything that you see around you is environment. For example, see here, we have the clouds in the sky, we have birds flying in the sky. So the sky, the clouds, the birds, they are all part of the environment. You have mountains, you have trees, alright? You have the butterfly, you have birds, you have bees, you have different kind of animals like this deer that you can see here. Okay, you have even smaller animals like this rat that you can see in the corner of the page. So all these things together makes up the environment, and we are going to talk about the environment in lesson number 1 today. Okay, my name is Shraddha teacher, and I will be the person who will be teaching you this EVS subject this year. So let us move on and let us see what the textbook for EVS looks like. Okay, so this is the front cover page of your textbook. So can you see the environment here also? You can see many beautiful things around here, isn't it? You can see a tree with a nest on top of it, and there are small baby birds in the nest. There is a boy who's drawing a picture of the bird. There is another boy who's clicking pictures of the bird. Alright, there are many different kind of animals also which you can see. So all these things, you will be learning about all these things in EVS this year. This is again the back cover page of your textbook. In that you will be able to see some man-made things also in our environment. When you look around, children, you will not see just natural things. Okay? You will also see buildings, you will see roads, isn't it? Even these are part of your environment. So see here, you can see small huts, you can see a village. Okay, here. Now whenever I try to show you something, I will try and show you this arrow. So can you see this arrow moving on the screen for you now? Okay, so all these things, we're going to learn about all these different things in nature, which nature has given us, which is there naturally, and also which we have made in environment. Okay, so come on, now let's move on. Now you must have seen these things, children. Have you seen these things around your house? So what are these things? Can you name some of these things? So the very first object that you see on your screen is a bat. I'm sure all of you know this. You use a bat to play cricket, isn't it? Then there is one more very, very familiar thing, something which you see daily in your house. What is that? It is a cup. You make use of a cup to to drink tea, to drink soup, etc. There is one more object in this in which you store water, and that is called as a pot, isn't it? And can you see one more thing over here? We call it as a spool of thread. Sometimes when your dress gets torn, okay, or when you want to stitch a button or a hook onto your dress, what do? You make use of a thread. So all these things you will be able to see around you, isn't it, on a daily basis. We are supposed to see how these things are linked to our environment. Do we get these things from the environment? Let us try and find out. In a way, we are trying to see and we are trying to understand how much we need the environment. Alright, so let us take a look at the bat first. So how is this bat made, children? This bat is made using wood mainly. Okay, so see this man? He's making the bat. He's a carpenter. Alright, he's using this machine and he is cutting wood in order to make a bat. Now, we know that we get wood from the trees, and in the beginning of the lesson we saw that trees are part of the environment. That means that this bat that we use to play, where do we get it from? We get it from the environment. Alright? Let us look at a few more examples. Look at this man. What is he doing? He's making a pot. Now when we saw the previous picture, we saw the various things or various objects that we use daily. In this we saw that there is a pot. Now let us look at from where we get this pot. How do we make the pot? So pots are sometimes made up of steel also, but in this particular situation we will see that the pot is being made up of clay. Okay, clay means soil or clay means mud. And where do we get this mud from? We get it from the environment, isn't it? So see, a nice beautiful picture of how this pot is being made. So have you seen this ever? This thing is called as a potter's wheel. Okay, they take a big lump of clay and they put it on the wheel, and see how that man is giving shape to the pot. Okay, so that means just like the bat is made from something that we get in the environment, in the same way the pot is also made using clay or using mud that we get from the environment. Let us look at a few more things now. So have you eaten bananas? All of us like to eat bananas, isn't it? These bananas are also got directly from the environment. We get bananas from the banana plant. How do we use these bananas? We make various uses of the banana, isn't it? We eat it. Can you see the monkey eating the banana? Yes, so we eat the banana as it is. We also make various sweets out of this banana, isn't it? See this? A banana milkshake, a banana sweet. So there are various things that we get in the environment which we use directly or we use it indirectly. We change it. For example, the wood, we changed it to the bat, isn't it? And here see, the banana, we eat it directly also, or we can also change it and make use of it. Alright, So now let's go further and let's try and see some more things that are part of the environment. So all these things that you see in the picture, there is water, there is soil, there is grass, alright, there are mountains, all these things. Below the surface of the earth also you can see here, which is a 3D image. Okay, so below the surface of the earth also you can see rocks. All these things are part of the environment. Alright children, now this is also part of the environment. See the lion standing there, the sheep in the picture, the buildings, okay, the giraffe, the monkey, the pond of water. All these different things are part of the environment. Now you have a beautiful picture of the environment in your textbook also. See, this is the picture which is there in your textbook. You will be able to see that all the things which we saw in the previous pictures are also there here in the textbook. So you have a monkey sitting on top of a tree, you have a squirrel, you have a rabbit, okay, and you also have a river flowing, you have stones lying around, you have certain houses. Now we are going to come to another part of the lesson later, in which you will see that all these things are part of environment, but they are not the same. There are some differences. So let us see what these differences are. What is this, children? What are these pictures that you can see? They are stones, or we also call them as rocks if they are bigger in size, isn't it? So these stones, can you ever see them moving from one place to another? You have to pick up a stone, isn't it, to keep it somewhere else. The stone doesn't move on its own. But there are certain other things, like for example this sparrow. Look at the sparrow. Is it moving? Yes, it is trying to tell you something. Is it calling you? Such a beautiful sparrow, isn't it? The sparrow can move, it can fly, it can also eat, it can drink water, it can play around, isn't it? This sparrow can also have babies. Okay, so that means that there is a difference between these stones and this sparrow. There is definitely a difference. So when we do the next part of the lesson, we will be looking at the difference between the sparrow and the rock.
So children, wasn't that a wonderful video? And did you enjoy watching it? So if you want to watch more such videos in future, then please like this video and also subscribe to our channel, the MCGM Portal for Education, and also hit the bell button so that you get notified whenever I upload a new video here. Thank you so much for now. Let's meet again soon.